Hi, second graders, and welcome back to Math on Tuesday. We're going to start today by finding a number on our number line. Today's number is 14. So I want you to look at the number line that I have in front of you and just put your finger up to where the 14 is on that number line. 14, good. It is right here between 13 and 15. So if we wanted to write an expression or a comparison, we could say that 14 is greater than 13 or 14 is less than 15. Now, I want you to make sure you have a piece of paper and something to write with. So if you don't have those things, pause the video, go find something to write on and something to write with. So you should have something to write on and something to write with. I want you to see if you can write 14, the number name 14. So not the number, but the name 14. See if you can write that on your paper. Fourteen. So that's what you should have written for 14 as the word 14. Now, I want you to, again, use your piece of paper and your pencil. I want you to come up with at least 6 different ways to make 14. You can use addition or subtraction, or you can do a mixture of both. You can use just 2 add-ins, or you could even use 3 or 4 if you wanted to. So I want you to pause the video, see if you can come up with at least 6 ways to make 14. And then we'll talk about some of the ways we found. And you probably found a lot that I am not going to find. I wish you all were here to share your ideas. So go ahead and pause me and unpause when you have at least 6 ways to make 14. So I bet a lot of you on your paper wrote this. 10 plus 4 equals 14. If you're like me, I bet you really like to use tens. I love to use tens. So what if I just took 1 away from the 10 and made 9 and added the 1 to the 4? I also know that 9 plus 5 equals 14. Are there doubles that equal 14? Absolutely. 7 plus 7 equals 14. Very good. Maybe you thought of multiple add-ins. Maybe you thought of 5 plus 5 plus 4 equals 14. Maybe you used subtraction. 24 minus 10 equals 14. Maybe you thought of 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 14. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So there are a lot of different ways to make 14. I bet you came up with some that I didn't come up with. I would love to see how you came up with 14. So if you want to show me, have your parents snap a picture and send it to me on Class Dojo. So we're going to learn a new game today, which I think you all are really going to like. Last week, we played the game 5 in a row. This week, we're going to play 5 in a row in a different way. This 5 in a row is called 5 in a row subtraction with 3 cubes. So if you remember, our 5 in a row last week was addition. This week, it is subtraction with 3 cubes. However, it works the same way. You're still trying to get 5 in a row. That's still your goal. You can get 5 across. You can get 5 diagonal. Either way diagonal, this way too. Or you can get 5 down. But you have to know your goal, and that is to get 5 in a row. So here's what you do. The first thing that you do, if we look at the directions, player 1 rolls 3 cubes by tapping on each. Tap, tap, tap. So here's how you play. I rolled a 7, a 1, and a 1. So I can do 7 minus 1, which would equal how much? Right, 6. Or I can do 7 minus this 1, which would also equal 6. Yeah, so I can only cover up a 6. But if you notice, I have lots of 6s on my game board. Now, right now, it doesn't matter too much because I don't have a chip. So I can pick any 6. I think I'm going to pick that 6. Then I roll again. All right, so this time I got 9, 5, 2. So I can do 9 minus 5. What is that? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So I could cover up a 4, which helps me here. Or I could use 9 minus 2. What would that be? Right, 7. So I can cover up a 4 or a 7. So if I look where my first chip is, I've got a 4 in this row, and I've got a 4 this way. So I think I'm going to choose a 4, because the 7s aren't really near where I'm working. So 4. Now I roll again. Ooh, so this time I only have one option, because I rolled 2 5s and an 8. So what is 8 minus 5? Right, 3. So I don't have a 3 on this top row, and I don't have a 3 here, but I have one here that looks close, so I'm going to put my 3 there. Okay, so this time I'm going to do 9 minus 5 and 9 minus 6. So what is 9 minus 5? Right, 4. How about 9 minus 6? Right, 3. So I can choose to cover up a 4, or I can choose to cover up a 3. So my only other 3 is here. So that doesn't really help me. I have a 4 here and a 4 here. And really either of those might be good. I think I'll just cover this one. Okay, so this time I have 8 minus 2, 8 minus 6. So what is 8 minus 2? Let's see, 8, 7, 6. Okay, so I could cover up a 6. And that would actually be really good right there. But I'm going to check this just in case it's a better choice. What is 8 minus the 6 over here? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So I can cover up a 6 or a 2. I've got a 2 right there. That's a pretty good, but I think this one's better. So I think I'm going to cover the 6. All right, this time I'm going to do 11 minus 5 and 11 minus 6. So what is 11 minus 5? Yeah, it's 6. How about 11 minus 6? Right, it's 5. So I can cover up this time either a 5 or a 6. So I've got a 5 here, got a 5 here and here, and my 6s are not very helpful. So I think I will do 11 minus 6 and cover up the 5. I think I'm going to cover this one. All right, let's keep going. I haven't gotten 5 in a row yet. All right, so this time I can do 11 minus 4 or 11 minus 3. So 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. So this would give me a 7. And let's do 11 minus 3. 11, 10, 9, 8. Okay, so I can cover up a 7 or an 8. Ooh, both of those look good. That 8 looks good. That 7 looks good. I have got a ton of choices here. Oh, I don't know what the right choice is. I'm going to cover up this 8. So every time you roll, unless you roll the same thing on the 2 reds, you have 2 options on your game board. The first number, the big number, minus the first dice. So 10 minus 1 is, good, 9. Or 10 minus 3, 9, 8, 7. Ooh, look at that. 10 minus 1 is 9, and that gives me my 5 in a row. So then I would hit start over. Yes, I would, and I would play again. And remember, your directions are over here. This has directions for 2 players. I played this game by myself. You probably will play it by yourself too. And that is perfectly fine. Player 1 rolls the 3 cubes by tapping on each. Player 1 decides which of the numbers to subtract. We're going to subtract them both and see which one works better in our favor. So I think that you all will enjoy this game. I'm going to give you some time to play this game, and then we will come back together and talk about some strategies that you found that were helpful when you were doing subtraction.